Hi Leos, this is going to be your reading for April 2026. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Let's get into it. So your message for this month is harmony, if I can grab it here. Harmony and resolution. Your message. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You're being encouraged to call in the light of God and to surrender any concerns you have so the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting that you release any need to be right or get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace and dedicate time and energy to doing what you can to make you feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring towards yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you, and trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. I'd like to pull some tarot cards and see what this could be about here, Leo. My lovely Leos. Okay, the energy that I'm feeling with this, Leo, is kind of almost like for April for you is like a change of plan, or change the way you see things, change the way you communicate, change the way you think about things. Okay, I have the Queen of Swords coming out in the reverse here in the main energy. This is usually someone, it is feminine energy, but this is usually someone who, if it's not you, might be someone else who has kind of cut communication off. Maybe they are going quiet, maybe they are less communicative, maybe they are becoming a little bit cold or becoming a little bit jaded because they're not talking about how they're actually feeling or what they're actually kind of going through here. So it feels like here, this might be you or might be someone else around you here, Leo, but just trust your intuition on this, because it just feels like your intuition is right when you're like, maybe something's off, or maybe there's something more to this picture here. Maybe there's something else kind of going on, and it feels like there's something kind of deeper beneath the surface. So if you're getting this kind of cold energy from someone else, that's not you. I feel like your intuition is being like, I feel like this is happening because A, B, or C. Like, I feel like this is happening. My gut is telling me there's something different than what they're actually communicating to me, what they're actually kind of bringing forward. Like, what else is going on there? And I feel like your intuition is going to be right about what else is going on in that kind of situation. If it's you, you might be noticing in yourself and checking yourself, being like, hey, I'm kind of being reclusive. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm being sharp with my tongue, maybe I'm kind of being in this place where I'm in this kind of cold state because of A, B, or C, or by whatever else is kind of actually going on within me, or how I'm actually feeling here. So I feel like your intuition is going to be your guide with this High Priestess. It's like understanding kind of spiritually maybe what is kind of going on with this other person or within yourself here, because I feel like there is this kind of pairing, this partnership with this Two of Cups. And for some of you, it's going to be like, we're going to move ourselves away from this pairing because we just see this person as maybe really negative, or they don't communicate properly, or maybe they have, they're in a state where they can't really show up or be communicative the way that you were hoping for. Or it's in the upright here where you're just kind of mending this kind of relationship, or even like, I understand something else is going on. I'm going to kind of still be here for you, or, still kind of work through whatever it is. Because we do have this Ace of Wands moment. It's this fiery new beginning, this passionate new start, and it feels like it's within maybe this relationship. It's within this kind of duo here, Leo. Maybe this is like coming back and understanding. Maybe if this is a past lover of friends, maybe this is someone at work who treated you really cold and they're coming forward and being like, hey, maybe it was just jealousy. Whatever it is for you here, it just feels like there's going to be more of an underlining of understanding of one another, and then for you to make that choice of whether that understanding is enough, whether that understanding is going to be okay for you to kind of move forward here. Because with the Chariot card in reverse, it just does feel like we're a bit stuck. We do have this Death card coming out here as well. This might be even just like stuck on a death. Maybe this is like stuck in the energy of ending, of something ending here, because death is like a closure, is an ending, whether that be in this death in this realm or just death of a relationship, death of a friendship, death of anything really, an ending of any sort. But I just feel like we're just kind of stuck on this kind of idea of death, or maybe there is a lot of idea of death around us right now, Leo, here. But I feel like that is kind of being a catalyst almost for you to come forward and have a conversation, maybe with someone here. Again, maybe you want to mend some kind of relationship here, maybe someone you realize there is kind of, we're all on this clock and we're all eventually kind of going to die. I know that sounds really, really morbid, but I mean, it's the cycle of life. It's the truth. So this Page of Swords is like someone coming in to talk, maybe in to talk about death here as well. Or I just feel like that, it's funny because this card means endings a lot, but it feels like, Leo, there's I don't want to say there's death in the air because that sounds like so sad, but it just feels like it's like around you at this time. Like maybe someone close to you are experiencing death, or maybe within your own family unit or things like that. I just feel like you're going to make some kind of foundational changes here, because I feel like someone's coming in to kind of shake up a conversation, to shake up your kind of foundations with this kind of Queen of Pentacles here, because this is kind of all about your finances, maybe dipping into your savings here. Maybe there's information if you're feeling like life is short, I'm going to dip into some of that savings that I was saving behind. Maybe for some of you, you're like, I don't feel like I have a structural plan in place enough here for that. So you're going to think about saving a little bit more money, or having a little bit more foundation to back upon here. Because it just feels like with this Wheel of Fortune, it just feels like news kind of keeps coming in for you, or things kind of keep happening in this, and you just kind of gotta know that sometimes energy doesn't move in our favor, or sometimes things just happen to us and we can't really kind of control that. So there has to be a bit of surrender with this Wheel of Fortune, because it's like fate's almost deciding what is kind of going down right now. And it just feels like you're feeling the burden of that. You're feeling with this Ten of Swords, hey, there's a lot of swords in my back right now. I have a lot going on. And maybe that's why in this kind of, with this Queen of Swords moment, you're coming off a little bit cold, because you're just exhausted, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, feeling all these swords in your back. You're having struggles mentally with sleeping, and challenging energy with that, because you're just like, I can't sleep right now. I'm feeling like I'm carrying a lot. I feel like there's a lot kind of happening right now. So you kind of need to bunker a little bit more. But I do have the Happy Family card here coming out, okay? So even with all this going on, I feel like there's still some joy in your family, or being around your family at this time. So when you can connect that way, I feel like that's going to be the best thing for you, right? It's the best thing is going to be connecting with your family right now, because we have the Happy Family card. I think that's going to help you pull yourself out of this pain, pull yourself out of this time where things maybe aren't really going in your favor. And that's okay. That's just kind of how life works. And unfortunately, I've had this past year about that. My whole year has been nothing working out the way. Why is this happening now? Why is this happening to me? And you got to realize that sometimes it's just out of your control. That sometimes really that's just how things are moving and how things are going. It's not that you made any mistakes. It's not that this is on purpose. But again, the wheel of life, the cycle of things, sometimes doesn't go into our favor. We can't always be in a win. But I feel like the most successful people, I feel like the people who are the most kind of caring, the people who really can feel that kind of resilience and keep it pushing there, are the ones that kind of come out on top, are the ones that are kind of like, okay, I can deal with this. And they bring more light to other people because they understand that life is hard. So I feel like in this situation here as well with yourself, Leo, this is a time to be like, I understand. I understand life is hard. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I get it. I'm here to help you, connect with you. And it feels like your finances are coming to play in a way here. Maybe you're kind of deciding whether to pursue a passion. We have the Queen of Wands coming up here as well, which is your energy, fire energy. And so it's like, what drives you? You know, what are your talents? What are your skills? And I feel like maybe there's going to be some financial decisions on that, about pursuing your passions, maybe pursuing your dreams, pursuing what you're skilled at here. Again, I feel this, and again, I don't want this to scare anyone, Leo, but it just feels like this idea of death is kind of around us at this time. So I feel like you're kind of thinking about that, you know, thinking about this idea of, you know, life being short, or like going on adventures, or doing the things, or living in the now for yourself. So I feel like there might be some kind of financial thing here. You're weighing whether you're like, is this the right career for me? Do I want to go into something that I'm a little bit more passionate about? Maybe there's a higher purpose for me here as well. The Page of Cups in the reverse is interesting because it feels like we're withholding some emotional conversation from someone. So let me see. This might be financial decisions about another fire sign too. We have the Eight of Swords coming out here, which is feeling like we're stuck. I feel like maybe there is something emotionally you want to say, or heart to heart that you want to have, but you just kind of don't know the way about it, or the way to kind of initiate it. Here with this kind of Page of Cups, it's like we're just feeling trapped in it in a way. It's like trapped in our thought, trapped in our own mind of how we kind of want to communicate this. Maybe, you know, communicating your emotions sometimes can be a little tricky for you. So I feel like there's some energy around that for you in this, and maybe that's why you're becoming distant or cold, or the other person is. But I feel like just with some rest, you know, resting, meditating, finding that ease, finding that just deep breath is going to really help you clear some of this thought, clear some of this kind of head stuff that's going on here for you. Meditation, relaxation where you can. I have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse, which is kind of like an undervalued card. This is also my like self-love card, self-value card. And when it's in the reverse like this, it's just telling me there's an instance where you feel maybe undervalued, or you're feeling like maybe not good enough. The Justice card's coming out in reverse, which is this energy of things being unjust. And so I don't want you, again, when things are happening like this, when you're in this kind of Ten of Swords moment, to feel like it's some kind of personal attack, to feel like it's something that you did wrong, because that is not the case at all. And I want you to kind of know that and understand that here. We all have to go through the cycle. We all have to go from the 1 to the 10 to back to the 1 and do those kind of cycles. Life goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And we kind of got to be okay with that. We got to be resilient enough to understand that here. So don't devalue yourself because you feel like things are happening right now that are unjust or not fair. Okay, or feel like you did something wrong, because that's not the case here at all. You kind of got to release it. You got to be in this kind of hangman state. You got to be in this manifestation state. You got to let it go. You got to let it drop. You got to let all that kind of worry flush out here. So whatever you got to do to find that peace, to find that energy of just letting it go, to just contemplating things, to working through that emotions. If you need like 5 minutes to yourself, if you need to just throw on a song that really makes you feel like all your emotions are getting out, or maybe a movie that kind of always makes you cry, or having a bath where you can just feel like all those emotions, all those feelings, all those things are just going down to the drain with the water, do that. Do that this month, because I feel like this is a big kind of cycle shift for you here. This is a big moment for you that I feel like is going to change your perspective a lot on everything in April. And it's just like, what can I do to find the balance in that? What can I do to just stay strong through this kind of energy that I'm feeling, and be happy and be, you know, there with my family, or be with my kind of support system in all of this, Leo. Balance spirituality and practicality, and that's what I was talking about. Find that kind of balance, you know, the being practical with like, what can I do right now? If the energy is really heavy like this, like with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I don't fight against it. I don't try to be like, No, everything's good. I'm going to swim of the stream of against of like things happening to me. I'm just understanding that these things are happening to me right now, and how do I have to adjust? How can I be practical? You know, if I don't have a lot of energy for things today, what can I do for myself? You know, what do I need to do? How do I need to meditate? And do I feel like my energy is all over the place? So it's like allowing yourself to be in that kind of flow state of what you need for that day is going to be super helpful for you. Okay, I just got ringing in my left ear for confirmation, but it's just like, give yourself a little ease through this all. You know, you don't have to have everything figured out. You also got adventure, number 30 here. It's an excellent time to take a short jaunt anywhere that inspires you. This is what I was saying, like how to get this kind of emotion out. If you enjoy horseback riding or riding a bike, create the opportunity to do this. Just get outdoors and travel. With this kind of Queen of Wands, it's reminding me this is kind of an adventure card as well. So it's passion, drive, adventure. It will help you break out of your routine. It may also expose you to different outlooks and a new opportunity or an escape. Know you are really going to feel so much better after taking a break. There is no feeling quite like having the wind blow through your hair and the sun on your back. And this is what I feel like with this too, when I was saying like an escape. Whatever it is, even if it's like 5 minutes, you know, to go do something. If you don't have the money to go travel right now, just going outside, feeling the fresh air, you know, having a bath, feeling relaxed. Whatever you can do in this time in April for yourself, do it. Okay, Leo? That was your monthly reading. I hope it helped.